Hi everybody. Today we are going to discuss about one of the most important reproduction method, which is known as sexual reproduction method. In the sexual reproduction method, you must understand that both the males and female will be separate. Male and female will be separate. But in sexual reproduction, there are some features are there. For example, if we consider about the humans, just for an example, humans are having nearly three stages. One is the juvenile phase, reproductive phase, and another one is death phase. That means every humans will die. So if you think about the stages, we have juvenile phase. In this particular phase, we will not be reproductively active. There are some organisms are there before reaching to that particular reproductive phase. Some of the reptiles are active, that we'll see later. Apart from that, there are some cycles are running, especially this especially runs in females. For example, when you see about cows or some mammal species, they don't have the menstrual cycle. Instead of that, they will be having the estrous cycle. That means at a particular period of time when the ovum is released inside the female fallopian tubule, the body started to produce extra heat and a different smell of this estrogen, which helps the males, especially bulls, to recognize that, and they will they will come for the mating. And menstrual cycle, and this is seen in non-primates, estrous cycle is seen in non-primates, and menstrual cycle is seen in primates. That means in every month, a single ovum will be released. One best example for that is humans. And apart from that, according to the mating, there are different types of matings are there. For example, there are some organisms are there which can mate only at a particular period or a particular season. After that, they can't mate. So those organisms are known as the seasonal breeders. The example for that is dog, then cows. They mate only at a particular time. Then comes the continuous breeders. Continuous breeders means after reaching the sexual maturity, every time, whenever they want, they can mate. Here mainly there comes only two organisms. One is humans and another one is dolphin, best example. And this stages of sexual reproduction is divided into two phases. One is a pre-fertilization event, and in the middle you will have the fertilization, then we will be having the post-fertilization. In the pre-fertilization stage, what will happen is gametogenesis takes place. We will discuss about that in detail in the reproduction in humans and other in that chapter. Gametogenesis means formation of gamete. That means in the male and the female, in both, these gametes will mature. That means there will be particular cells will be there. Those cells will divide and they undergo mitotic division and meiotic division, and finally in meiotic division they will produce a gamete which is n in number. That means haploid in nature, that will be produced, and both the gametes fuse together. That particular phase is known as fertilization. And fertilization can be said in two different names also. One is known as syngamy and another known as amphimixis. Amphi means mixing of gametes. Syngamy is another term that is given for fertilization. When this fertilization taking place, after that comes the post-fertilization event. That means after fertilization, what is going to happen? So in plants, in some few plants and in animals, there is some difference in that. For example, normally when we discuss about humans, after fertilization, that will form into a zygote. Zygote will form into an embryo, and embryo will undergo embryogenesis, organogenesis, fetus, and the birth will takes place, and it will develop into a human. Then another human will be there. But in some cases, for example, if you're taking banana, when the bananas are formed, we can see seeds inside the bananas, but these bananas are not formed by an actual fertilization event. If any fruits are formed by not taking place of fertilization, that means without non-fertilization, if a fruit is formed, that particular fruit is known as parthenocarpy or parthenocarpic fruit.